Hey, what's up guys, it's Jimmy here, and today I am here with the last part of my Black Friday haul of action figures. Now all this stuff comes from Ringside Collectibles, so let's get into it. So we have Tongaloa, Sky Blue, the Boogeyman, Jungle Jack Perry, Roderick Strong, Paul Heyman, the most expensive one out of all of them, Cactus Jack, Juice Robinson, the Better Than You Bebe pack with Adam Cole and MJF, Joe Gacy, Jay Lethal, and just wheelchair accessories. So let me show you everything I got. So here is everything I got. There are so many figures I got in. This video might be a while. So sit back, relax, and let's see what I opened. First, let's start off with the Better Than You Bebe pack, which is probably the most bulky out of all of them. But the box is nice. Come with two figures of Adam Cole and MJF. Comes with the jacket, a couple interchangeable hands, and MJF's Burberry belt. So let's get to opening this. As much as how messy the storyline between Adam Cole and MJF became, I did love Better Than You, Baby. These figures commemorate it. I think the only thing I wish they had were the Ring of Honor tag team titles. That would have completed the pack. Alright. Okay, with the jackets, you can clearly tell which is which. Like this one, MJF has his logo, Better Than You. And Adam Cole, Bebe, his logo on the back. I think it's similar to the Orange Cassidy, what they did. So it's like the shirt inside the jacket. MJF Burberry belt, same belt as usual, just with the Burberry on the strap. Here are two figures. They have great matching gear with the white, gold, and what's it, copper. Come with an not ROH, a AEW microphone, and then MJF's diamond ring hand. Pretty nice head sculpt. I think this is the same one that came on his Pinnacle figure. Better than that, normal MJF, just recolored. I do like how bright and white the gear is. And yeah, have a double clothesline on the elbow pad, which I feel like that's pretty neat detail. But yeah, basic MJF. Adam Cole, I think the same as the other ones. I think a lot of people hate like the build of him, but pretty good. Pretty good head scan. And then we got the jackets. Let me try and put on the jackets. See how easy that is. Jackets are kind of stiff, not gonna lie. They are kind of stiff. They have a weird smell as well. There you go. It's a little hard to get on the jackets, but once they're on pretty good. You still move around in them. And yeah. Alright, here I'm going to put the comparison photos of them, maybe compared to another MJF and compared to another Adam Cole. But yeah, overall, I really do like the Better Than You Baby pack. So yeah, let's get to next figures. Next figure up is Black Machismo, Jay Lethal. And I got this figure one, because it was a really cool figure, and I was waiting for the price to go down a lot. And I got to meet Jay Lethal. I'm always going to use this as an excuse to show my picture with Jay Lethal. So, yeah. Let's open this. Unfortunately, this might be the only Jay Lethal figure we get. And I feel like there's a lot of tires that we can get with Jay Lethal. Right. Must have been sitting in storage for a while. Jesus. That was so hard to get out of the package. Here's the figure itself. A lot of tassels. The tassels do look amazing. The hat is very loose. It came off pretty easily. The glasses are rubber band on there. A little Velcro. Is there plastic? Yep, there's plastic everywhere. So the chances will stain. But nice. And I think the pants are also fabric. Yes, they are. Yellow boots. Yeah, this is probably in storage for a while, but man, this thing is stiff. Jeez. There you go. Yeah, I have to fiddle with this off camera, but yeah. Let's see if we can try and make the hat fit. I'm at the rubber band that on there. Come with a lot of interchangeable hands. The current Ring of Honor Championship, which I think this one is inaccurate. I think he had the other one when this All In event happened. But this completes all of my ROH titles, except the women's. And then he comes with another head sculpt with Flew over there, which I'll grab later. But yeah, there's my Black Machismo, Jay Lethal. So let's get to the next figure. I have former AEWs. We have Roderick Strong in the red gear, neck brace, and with the glasses. And then I also got the wheelchair accessories because at this time he was in a wheelchair. So yeah, let's open both of these. I think Roderick is also one of the most underrated peoples on the AEW roster. At this point, I'm just gonna rip it because I know what I'm gonna keep. What I'm not gonna keep out of this box, so we're just gonna rip it. Oh, yeah, that actually came out like really easy. Ooh, we're about to throw it, but I need to remember to get the jacket. There we go. All right, here comes the Red Strong. Feels pretty good, kind of stiff. Yeah, you guys can hear that. That's the only thing I've seen. There's a lot of staining with him. Mine doesn't have staining on his face when you take off the glasses. We got the neck brace, which is pretty cool. The red gear, which Roger Strong only has some cool gears. Oh man, that's stiff. There we go. Then we got the really cool cloth jacket. I'm upset Mattel never did a cloth jacket with Roddy. But yeah, glasses are rubber band on there. Probably gonna keep that on there. The neck brace does have Velcro. Oh no, it doesn't have Velcro. Oh no, it does right here. It's like an actual neck brace. There it is. And if you want, to put them on the jacket. Supposedly the jacket doesn't stain. There we go. I'll keep him with Better Than You, baby, because this is the feud this is figures from. And also Mike Kanellis for the Kingdom. I do not have a Matt Taven at the moment. Overall, this figure is pretty stiff. I have to mess around with the joints, maybe heat it up. But good looking figure. Glasses look great. And overall, I like it. Now for the wheelchair accessory, which I think this is pretty old. Comes with 2 crutches, wheelchair, and then I'll say white neck brace. This is more tan. But yeah, it rolls around pretty good. I'm gonna put Roderick in there. There, the figure fits. I can adjust him around, but it does fit. He moves pretty well in there. And neck brace. This one's more like, let's say, bunched up. This one's more, I say, realistic, not as bulky. And you just push on like that. So yeah, overall, I'd probably say this one's more realistic and this one's better. I'll probably put Roderick on both of them just because. And the crutches, pretty nice crutches. WWE had done crutches before, so pretty solid. So yeah, that is the Roderick Strong. All right, next up, we got Juice Robinson to match with the freaking Jay White. Yeah. Another member of Bullet Club Gold, matching with the Gun Club, which I was gonna order, but when I went to go order them, they were out of stock. So, you win some, lose some. Rotating calf, knees feel good. I do like the pants. Design and pants are really good. They're gonna stand out on a shelf immediately. The small glasses are good. Good head sculpt. You got the shooter hand, rubber jacket, and overall, pretty good figure. Not gonna lie, I like it. Come with a shooter hand, and then the replacement, just open hand. But yeah, I like it. Pretty good AEW figure. Definitely will stand out on a shelf. How weird Juice is. So yeah, there goes Juice Robinson. Next up is Sky Blue.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here, but for some reason my mic cut out for these next couple parts. But here, the Sky Blue, she comes with interchangeable hands. She comes with her little flower crown with the blue roses on it. And she also comes with the big plastic skirt, which I'm probably not going to have her in. I'll probably just replace it with something like the thing that comes with Tony Storm. But overall, it's a good figure. Very great likeness to her, and I do recommend. Next is Jungle Jack Perry, the scapegoat at this time. And I was curious on getting this figure and how it would scale with his Jurassic Express figure, because I felt that that one was tiny. But it scales pretty well. It's come with the shirt and a couple interchangeable hands. I think a really cool thing that they should have done is bring his TNT Championship, his custom one. I feel like that would have been a cool accessory. I think this figure is dated to be a little bit before that. But overall, this scale is pretty good. I'm going to have some comparisons with Luchasaurus and his other figure. And you can also pair him with your Young Bucks. But I like this figure. And if you want to update Jack Perry, you should get it.
I hope we got the audio for that. If not, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to voice over it. Now on to the WWE stuff. We have Tongaloa, which only basic I got because one, I like suited peoples, and two, different head sculpt than the original. So let's open it. Alright, here he is. Basic articulation as normal. Can do the splits. This is like a figure that is a little cooler, at least in the legs. Head sculpt with the eye patch. Can easily be removed. There we go. Here's the Elite with the, I would say, more goofy head. His eyes are bugged out. So now if we trade it off, the skin tones are a little different, but I think it does look a little more menacing. So I might keep the Elite head on this one than the basic on this one. I like this one, a little more basic. Still a weird head sculpt, but it does fit on the body pretty good. So yeah, those are the two Tongaloas. and pretty good basic.
Next up is Joe Gacy, one of the members of the Wyatt Six, and one of my favorites in NXT at the time. So, I got him because I want to try and complete the Wyatt Six before the 3-pack, but Dexter Loomis for some reason shot up very high in price. I think on Amazon he's like $57, which that's a lot. That is way out of my budget. So right now I have one member, and hopefully I can get 3-pack when that comes out. So Joe Gacy, you come with the pig mask, the cloth shirt, a couple interchangeable hands, and the cloth flannel. Overall, I do like the figure. The figure moves around very low. I do like the cloth material that it comes with, and it's a good body for Joe Gacy. So I do recommend if you have a chance and to complete your White Six. Now, on to the next figure. Next figure is Cactus Jack from the Ringside Vault. This is a recreation of his Ringside exclusive. And overall, this is what I think of when I say Cactus Jack. Like, I got the other one in the Foley 3-pack, and that's more of his WCW run. But when I think of Cactus Jack, this is the version I think of. It come with a cloth flannel, it come with a cloth shirt, come with a 2x4 with barbed wire, which the barbed wire is removable, come with handcuffs, and come with a stop sign. Also, I was curious to see what Joe Gacy's flannel would look on Mick Foley. I know Foley has worn different colored flannels before, and if you were to swap them, it's not a bad fit. So, if you were to get both of these figures, you can definitely interchange the flannels. Overall, I do love this figure. Like, it is basically the same as the other three I have in the Foley pack, like, to the T, except the cloth accessories. But for Mick Foley, and this is what I think of for him, this is a great figure.
Next up, the most expensive out of everyone, Paul Heyman. And understandably, this is a great Paul Heyman. I do remember this is from the Brock and Roman 3-pack, which me and David tried to find, but was unsuccessful. So I am very happy I still have get to my collection. But this was, out of all of them, I think it was 32 something. Even with the ringside sale, I think it dropped to 29. So yeah, out of all of the figures I got today, this is the most expensive. And I'm going to keep saying that because it's Paul Heyman. So let's open it. There you go. Alright, so here's the Paul Heyman figure. It comes with 2 Roman Reigns championships. Come with the Universal, the blue one, and then the WWE Championship. I kind of wish it would have been cooler and would have came with the Undisputed Championship, just to update it a little bit, but it didn't. Come with 2 interchangeable heads with ponytails. Well, this one doesn't have the ponytail. And then interchangeable hands. We have the whiteout hands, pointing hands, and then he already had just gripping hands. I'm happy to finally have an actual Paul Heyman in my collection and not a custom one I made when I was little. Overall, I feel this is a good figure for a great suited body for him as the heavier dude. I'll probably show some pictures of him with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed as they are in the Vision. And yeah, this is a really good Heyman. He feels good in hand. Suit feels nice. Arms move immaculately. And yeah, good Paul Heyman figure. And then lastly, we have the Boogeyman. Now, I got him just because he was cheap. There wasn't really a valid reason, but he was cheap on there. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll grab the Boogeyman. And here he is. Here's the Boogeyman. He feels pretty good in hand. You come with the staff, the clock that will break, but I probably will keep this all rubber band up. And the worms, which you can insert into his mouth. And I feel like that's a really cool feature. He is very detailed. You get the rubber neck thingy, you get the rubber armbands, the pants, which are sculpted, which I don't think anyone else is having these sculpts. I think this is a really good Boogeyman. And he's a pretty decent price, so pick him up. He's a little stiff. Not gonna lie, I have to warp it. His legs do feel amazing, though. Yeah, 10 out of the legs. This is a very good boogeyman. Like, I know a lot of people feared him just saying his name.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears. We have the unsanctioned ringside collectibles, Joe Hendry. Now this figure actually came in way before it should have, luckily. So I'm happy I got it here super early. And the story to this. So I seen this like 14 minutes after Ringside posted it. I seen it while I was at work, and I stopped everything I was doing, ran, grabbed my credit card, and went to Ringside to purchase this. So we have the black design. Kind of like this one better than the blue one. And yeah, let's open it. Out of the box, Joe Hendry. And the TNA, first one of their unsanctioned line. And I think the only flack this figure has gotten is that the head sculpts don't really look like Joe Hendry. But I I like them. They look pretty good. And let's open them. I forget. Alright, so here's the figure out of the packaging. The shirt fell out, but it's been falling out with everyone's. So the shirt is a basic white t-shirt of his Joe Hendry logo. I think it's on Pro Wrestling Tees. Joe Hendry himself. This has a bunch of zip ties. Let's try and cut those out. Oh, the hands are taped in. Did not know that. Here's everything with Joe Hendry, the figure itself, the music stand, 2 interchangeable hands, t-shirt, and then the other head scan. So, off rip, he does feel pretty good. This is an unsanctioned one from Ringside. I wasn't really super interested in the unsanctioned with the Road Warriors and Demolition just because they weren't my generation. But second I seen Joe Hendry, had to order it. It's built like a Jazzwares, so I'm kind of curious if other Jazzware parts fit. So yeah, now we have the musical stand, the Ringside. It plays this theme, which we've all heard at this point. I'm not gonna play it. The smiling head sculpt looks pretty good. Like a lot of people like diss the head sculpts, and they aren't the greatest, but I would say I like the smiling one better. That fits Joe more. But if you wanna, oh shoot, there we go. If we did wanna trade off heads, the serious one, not my favorite. And then interchangeable hands, and the T-shirt, which is his white one. Ooh, very soft material and very malleable. So if you really want to put that on him, it'd be pretty easy. The smiling one back on. I feel like that's more Joe Hendry. Yeah, I think my only complaint is that he doesn't come with like waving hands. I feel like that would have been cool. And I think also maybe get a TNA championship with him because I think what this figure is based on. But yeah, here is Joe Hendry. He looks amazing. With some comparisons, Bryan Danielson, LA Knight, and the Cody Rhodes. And lastly, for comparisons, Chris Jericho. I think they're on back order at the moment, so if you get the chance, I would say order your first Joe Hendry. And there is everything I got from Black Friday. Now, I hope you got the video, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Peace.